What's up, crew? Today, oh, what is this? This looks like a penis. Nope, it's the heart. Very delicious. All right, so what's up, crew? Today we are making what is this? It keeps on dropping. Make sure there's nothing else left. Okay, I think we're good. What's up, crew? Welcome back. Today we are making something very simple because uh, something very simple yet a little bit more dangerous. And then why dangerous? Because there's salmonella in this. So you got to make sure every surface is nice and clean. But today we're making something a little bit more faster and something more simple. It's a chicken. Making a little nice 5 pounder, not like a 8 pounder chicken. Because, I just had some friends over today and they came out of nowhere. And I am going to have to cook something up fairly quickly, but delicious at the same time. Since we're going to cook this up slightly a little bit more quicker, we're going to spatchcock this chicken. Spatchcocking, basically, just cut off the backbone, flatten it out so that it cooks evenly and it's a lot faster. What you need is a little nice sharp knife, a little nice little cutting board. All right, so what you're going to do is this. Come a little closer. So just feel it in. Just watch out with your hands, okay? Your fingers. Make sure you have a nice sharp knife. Yes. Just like that. And then the other side. Watch out with the bones. If you see the bones right here, you just have to make sure to cut slightly to the other angle. There you go. Once you got to this part, bah. See, all the bones right here. This is the bone right here. You're just gonna cut through right there. There's your backbone. Boom. What you can do with this is you can we're gonna boil it later. You can put some veggie on it, and then you make your own chicken stock. Delicious, especially for mashed potatoes. I'm gonna put that right there. This, I think this is the heart, and this is probably like the gizzard or something. I don't know. What is this? Yeah, the gizzard. I am gonna smoke that up too, and we're gonna eat it. But before we do that, our smoker, we're gonna smoke it today. It's pretty much ready to smoke. Remember, salmonella. So I'm gonna be very, very careful. Go. Yeah. And then I am gonna have to take off the glove. I don't like dirtying my stuff, even though everything is so dirty already. But there we go. We're gonna smoke it at 275. You can smoke it at 300, but we're not gonna do it 300 because this, I think, since this chicken is fairly small, and then with 300 it just cooks the outer part very, very fast. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do it at 275, nice and slow. Get my little handy dandy glove. Make sure it's nice and juicy. But this is what we're gonna do. Take this part, and then you go like this because it's still not flattened, but get that, break that backbone. There you go. Now it's nice and flat. What I like to do is we're gonna tear down. Remember, try not to break the skin, or else all the juices. Well, this is already broken. It's not my fault, but do what you can. Do not try not to tear the skin, or else all the juices will start coming out. So just do it gently. You see this right here? Just slightly go in. There you go. See, you're not tearing the top part. You're just tearing the inside. Oh, I almost lost my knife. And then I'm wearing sandals, so I could have lost a toe instead of a finger. All right. make this quick because everybody's hungry. There you go. About like that. Okay. You guys ready? We're about to season it. Now, here's the thing, guys. Season it with whatever you want. I am seasoning it because I just found this in my cupboard. I think it's been in my cupboard for about 5 years. I hope it's still okay. But if it's not, no one will know. All right, here we go. Remember, liberally get everything you can. Don't rub it in. You don't need to. Just tap it in. Tap it in. Go everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. Now that this side is done, now for the presentation side. Throw it in. We're gonna season in there too. Oh, losing my knife again. This is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. You might think this is a lot of seasoning, but don't worry. It's a chicken. Oh, too much wind too. Every nook and cranny. Ooh, look at that. And guys, there you have it. A nice little chicken that will be done, smoked at 275 for about 1.5 hours or even two, depending on the day, right? And depending on your smoker, every smoker is different. Remember, I say that every single video. Every single smoker is different. So it can be 1.5 hours or 2 hours. But make sure you just check it within about 1 hour. Temp it. Always have your trusted thermometer. You tempt it at the dark meat, which is the thigh or the drumstick. Make sure once it gets to 160 degrees, you can just pull it out and rest it. You can go, if you're really, if your system is very weak, then I would recommend you go up to 165 and then you pull it out. But then it might be a little dry. But at 160, you pull it out, let it rest. It will come up to temperature to probably 164, 165, and you're ready to cut and eat. All right, welcome back, guys. We are ready. Our temperature at the smoker is already up to temp. I put it at 275, but right now it's running at 290. Don't worry, it fluctuates, so don't worry about it. Okay. Usually, if you have time and you're not in a hurry, you can put some butter inside. And then supposedly it'll make it slightly juicier. On the other hand, I got butter anyway, so let's do it. Since I'm not going to use all the butter, I'm just going to have to make sure I don't contaminate it with my hand because it has salmonella. And I'm planning to reuse this butter later for something else. So give it to here. Oh, man, I don't know about you guys, but that smoker, with all those cook I've done before, it is smelling great. So I'm going to put the butter inside here in the breast side. Yeah, just go inside here. Go inside here. Punch it in. And you don't need butter in the thighs because it usually is juicy anyways. It's just the breast that can be a little bit dry, but if you cook it right, especially when you're low and slow, it'll be juicy everywhere. So let's do it. Woo! Good stuff. All right, guys. Here is our bird. Go in here, right in the middle. Let's cover that meat again. All right, that's good. I think that's good. And then we got all those good stuff. We're not gonna let it go waste. because it is amazing. So we're just gonna put it right here, and that's that. We're gonna close it. We are gonna let it ride at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Check back in about 1 hour. Start temping it. See where we're at. Okay. See you in a bit. All right, crew. We are back. It is about 50 minutes that we put the chicken in at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Since the chicken is pretty, so slightly smaller than usual, so we're gonna check it right now, just to make sure it is up to temp. So, and then I know previously earlier I said check on the thigh side. No, it was a mistake. I always make mistake. It is check on the breast side. Okay, so let's see what we got. So, yeah, as we know, we are running. Uh, how much is that? Yep. Okay. So after 50 minutes, it is running about 115 degrees internal. So we still need to make it to 160. I would say, I would guess that another 30 minutes or so, and then we'll check it back, and then we'll see what's up. What's up, crew? So we are smoking around apparently an hour, 10 minutes. So I'm pretty sure it's almost done. But in the meantime, remember all those gibbers? Not gibbers, right? The little giblets that we put in the smoker just to have like a little Scooby snack. The liver, the heart, and gizzard. But here they are. Ooh. Sorry, I already ate some before I even turned on the camera. But here we go. Our good friends are having some liver.
Yeah. Be happy. How are you living?
I don't like liver. What is it, liver?
Liver.
It's liver.
Oh.
Green.
I love liver. And it's very, very healthy. Lots of iron. Well, at least the seasoning is good. Remember, guys, if you're like me, you're anemic. There's a very, very good source of iron. You know, and it's very, very inexpensive. And it's delicious. And plus, this acts like a little snack before our actual dinner with the chicken, which is coming out in about 20 minutes. So, fill us up a little bit so that we don't go hangry.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, I guess it's at 159, just shy of 160. But you know what? I think I am very, very hungry. Everybody's hungry. I can't wait. I'm tired. I almost fell asleep. So we're just gonna take it out. Forget about it, right? Let's take it out. And then we're gonna let it rest for about 10, 15 minutes. And that should bring up the temperature to 165. And then we're gonna cut it out, cut it up, and then we're gonna eat. All right, guys. It is the moment of truth, the final step before we can actually eat. So we spatchcocked the chicken, remember, and then we seasoned it, put some butter in the breast, hopefully to get it, keep it moist, and then also we smoked it in my little Traeger smoker at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for about 2 hours or so, and then it came up to 160 degrees internal, and on the breast side. And I let it rest for 20 minutes, and it should be coming back to 165 degrees. Now, if you are a little squeamish, or if your body can't really take lower temperature chicken, or if you're afraid of the safe zone, then I would recommend you just smoke it all the way to 165 degrees. But for us, I usually do it only to 160. Let it rise to 165, 164, 165. Like I said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So here it goes. It is time for. Oh, and by the way, I have a nice good friend of mine send me some Alabama white sauce. Now, if you've been to the South, or you heard of the South, they sometimes usually do a little white sauce. You just dunk it in and you eat it. So this is my first time trying out some white sauce. So I'm gonna open this. Look at that, still a virgin, nice and there we go. peppery. I think it's a little peppery, but here it goes. All right. Doesn't look too white. Maybe because I kept it in my pantry for years. I don't know. Well, we'll see, right? Nice and juicy still. Now, we all know that the thighs are pretty juicy. The most important thing is the breast. So we'll see. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Oh, looks pretty good. Oh, ooh, nice little breast. It looks still a little nice and shiny. All right, we're gonna just cut some pieces up. Oof. Oh yes. A moment of truth. Let's see how it is. It feels soft. Feels moist. Oh. So when that's it, I'm gonna leave this on the side. Now I'm gonna try with the sauce. See how it goes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So listen, it's nice and juicy, and nice and tender. It's really good. I tried it with the Alabama white sauce. I don't know. It gives a little extra flavor. I mean, just eating it by itself is already good enough. But like I said, if you've never tried the Southern Alabama white sauce, give it a little try. It's a little nice little tangy sauce. But like I said, give this recipe a try. It never fails. Got some homemade mashed potatoes. I'm gonna put this right here. Put some wings here. Mm-hmm. It looks very simple, but like I said, it is very, very. Ooh, let's just make it more aesthetic. Like, ooh, yes. Like I said, it is amazing. It's a whole complete meal, and homemade mashed potatoes, smoked chicken. What else can you go wrong, right? Cheers. Mm. From my kitchen to yours. Cheers. Mm.